So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in the rest of the Rhino geometry. So to do that, I got to go through a slightly different method. I'm going to go to massing site. Basically this time, instead of the site information, I'm going to use the massing information. I'm going to use in-place mass. It's critical that you bring in the geometry through an in-place mass. If you don't, then you won't be able to cut through it, or that cut won't show up as a section. So it's important to use the in-place mass. I'm going to just call each one of these the name of what I'm bringing in. So now I'm doing roof. All right, once I get in here, I'm going to insert link CAD, because I may want to change that roof down the road, and I want to make sure it's linked. And I'll click on roof. Again, go to origin to origin. If I could change this to level 1, I would, but I can't, so I'm just going to have to change it after I import it. And it's giving me some warning. I'm just going to ignore it. Alright, and then now I can select that roof, and I can change this base level to be level 1 and apply that. And it should have risen up to the correct place. I'm just going to say finish mass. Fantastic. Let's hope that's in the right place. It looks like it is. Sweet. It looks incorrect, but I'll have to deal with that here in a second. That's why we linked it. If I have any issues, I can change it here in a moment. Alright, so now let's just go through and we'll just do that all over again. In place mass. We'll call this exhibition. And we'll insert link CAD. We'll grab, I grabbed the drawing file for the roof. I'm going to change that to SAT. Grab the exhibition space, do that, and click here, change this to level 1, apply, and finish. Grab that, get rid of it, do that one over again, call this roof, and insert in CAD. Now it's on SAT, so I can do this quickly. Grab it, tell it to move up in the world. Alright, something's not quite right there. We'll do the next one, see which one's right. Call this exhibition. No, call this one columns. And insert link CAD columns, origin to origin. Alright, looks like I have an issue with this one here. Let's go ahead and delete it. Do it one more time. And alright, I must have had origin to origin not clicked. You can see that it floated into outer space. It must have, that's where the center of this drawing is. So there you go, and it's why you wouldn't do it. Now it's actually put in the absolute perfect spot, and I just move it up and it's all good. Now you may wonder, why, okay, I have a surface but I don't have a good footprint. So that's the next thing to do, and then I'll stop this video and go on to the next. So I want to create a building pad. So I'm just going to click on building pad. It's probably best if I'm in, like, say, a roof orientation. And I'm going to use, you can see you can use all the different geometry. You can create a polyline, some kind of crazy thing. You can get arcs and stuff like that. But I really just need a rectangle, so I'm just going to click on the rectangle. I'm going to say OK. And I'm going to change this to level, actually the top footing. I'm going to have to see what that is. And I'll go ahead and apply this. And we'll go back to my view so I can see what happened. We'll see that top of footing is in an awkward spot for this model, so I'm going to go to the east elevation just to take a look at where these various things are. Level 1's absolute 0, so that's good, but top of footing and base of footing are probably not exactly where I want them. I'm going to just lower top of footing down to there, and I'm going to change this parameter to -12, because we know that that's level, the next level is actually there, so I'm just going to call that as level 0 maybe. Yes. And that should give me, if I go in and check my view, it should give me, yeah, a platform now that is at the bottom of where these columns are. And level 1 is actually built up from there. So in future videos I'll show you kind of those things too. But there you go, that's the begin. That's how you build from Rhino to Revit, how you start the build.